Good day, Minecraftians. Purple Mentat here, bringing you episode 36 of my Clouds of Darkness Let's Play. Last time, I completed most of the rest of the quests in the end, leaving off with ores. I need 64 endium, and I only have 3 so far. So, my options were, I could cheat in the rest because I wasn't willing to put in the amount of work, or I could go mining with my Vein Miner Extreme Ender Pickaxe. Well, I've decided to take the third option, which is build a bigger, better mining option. That is going to be creating some Mobius fuel using my endless supply of Eternalist fuel with my Philosopher's Stone, using that with some TNT to create for myself Nova Catalyst. Now this stuff is interesting on its own. We're going to go play around with we're going to save some so we can play around with a little and you can see what it does. We're going to combine a blaze rod with some flint to make a flint and blaze. And then we're going to put all of these little parts together to create for ourselves the destruction catalyst. Okay. I'll do it the slow way then, if you insist, game. I am going to need another flint and steel though, aren't I? Do I have one of those in my bag? I don't have one of those in my bag. I should fix that with you. And you know what? We'll make a flint and blaze because it's, you know, shinier from nature. There we go. It's kind of neat. The destruction catalyst is a really cool device that I'm not going to show you how it works here. It's simply too dangerous. What I will do, however, is we're also going to make the hyperkinetic lens, which uses 1 more of those Nova Catalysts, 2 dark matters, and 6 diamonds. We're going to take both of these with us. Now, before we can use either of them, we are going to need ourselves a charged up Klein Star. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to get myself a Klein Star Omega, and I'm going to stick it in this side so that it charges up at least partially. Yeah, that's pretty charged at the moment, but you know what? Because we are storing a ton of EMC, we can actually very easily fully charge this Klein Star Omega. And I don't see a good reason not to. 51,200,000 EMC stored. Fantastic. And we're just gonna deposit some things into our EMC storage there. There we go. That's better. Alright, let's go show you what we can do with the Destruction Catalyst and the Hyperkinetic Lens and the Nova Catalysts. And as long as we're at it, put a couple of these things that I was using away, because they're not useful at this point in time. That'll do for now. Here we are. I made myself a warp page for that enchanted forest biome, or whatever it was called. The Enchanted Island, maybe? Anyway, oh, that's the Burning Mountain. North of here is the Enchanted biome. Let's just grab our spatial dash gem so that we can get there a little bit faster. Fantastic. Now, first, the Nova Catalyst. Plant it like TNT, light it like TNT. Maybe. Do you require a redstone signal? I thought I could light you like TNT. Was I wrong? Hang on, this guy might need a redstone signal. Luckily, I happen to have a redstone torch with me. Let's give it this. Yep, that did the trick. It blows up pretty darn quick. Well, that crashed the game client and managed to give me the wrong kind of endstone, so careful with that. Anyway, the Nova Catalyst destroys all blocks nearby in about a TNT radius, but it doesn't actually destroy them, it guarantees they drop. Must be set off with a redstone torch. Destruction Catalyst functions in a similar way, in that it will not work on that stuff, but if I were to fly up to, say, here, and right-click right in the middle like that, it will destroy a 3x3 area, 9 blocks. If I charge it once by pressing V, it will destroy a 3x3 area that's 1, 2, 3, 4 deep. I believe if I press V again, it will now work 8 deep. Let's see, 1. Well, it went clear through this little island, so quite a ways. And this is how far it will dig at full charge. That's quite the hole that it created. Right into this area. Neat. As you can see, we can clear through a lot of area that way, but every single block that we destroy uses a bit of EMC out of our Klein star. I believe it's 16 EMC per block destroyed, which is why we needed this thing fully charged first. Now, the hyperkinetic lens, on right click, will shoot out something that does nothing but destroy. And if we charge it up, the destructive area gets a lot larger. We charge it all the way, well, we could clear out entire islands fairly quickly, as you can see. However, we're still not done creating our ultimate mining tool. This is just the component parts that I wanted you to see, and what they could do when used on their own. If, returning to spawn, I were to put the destruction catalyst on one side and the hyperkinetic lens on the other, and include 7 more dark matter, we will end up with the catalytic lens. This thing I want to be a little careful with, especially back here at base. We don't need a repeat of running red and the what will be forever known as the bound pickaxe incident. And spoken of in no more detail than that. A lot of junk is going to come up with all of this. At least I got the enchanted endstone using the lens. That's a good sign. Also this persegrit stuff, which, who knows? Purple block that forms the walls, floors, walls, and ceiling of hidden cellar. Shovels are efficient tools for breaking, but still get the block if you mine using other tools. Huh. There's a hidden cellar, huh? I know nothing of this hidden cellar. Let's see if we can learn more. Haunted underground dungeon. That's all it's going to tell me. That's fine. Not a problem. Let's head back to the enchanted biome. Now, the catalytic lens can mirror the functions of both the the destruction catalyst and the... oh, what was the other lens? Yeah, hyperkinetic lens. Good. Excellent. So, on a right click, it will function like the destruction catalyst, except when charged, it will go a lot further. And if I press R, it will shoot the hyperkinetic lens bullet, but will give me the items that it drops straight into my inventory. If I charge it up and then press R, well, I think you know where this is going. Yep, giant explosion, everything goes in my inventory. However, on exploding, it looks like that enchanted endstone becomes infested endstone, which is a little weird to say the least. And if I were to right-click instead, well, that's going to cut through this entire area pretty darn efficiently. Huh. Why am I getting fire biome monsters over here? They're not supposed to spawn down here. That's weird. Alright. You see that black ball right there? That's a loot ball. Those are loot balls. Unfortunately, the problem that I'm having with this setup is the items will not just pick themselves up. I have to grab them out of these loot balls. And the item that would normally allow me to do so easily, which is the Gem of Eternal Density, does not exist in this pack. It is either disabled or still such a work in progress that it's not being used yet. However, if if my theory is correct, I should be able to hyperkinetic lens my way through everything and still pick up the important bits. Oh, hello. That's a lot of weirdness. What the heck happened here? Why is there TNT, clay, and gravel in this biome? Oh well, cut through it like everything else, right? That is what I do. Now, if there was any endium in all of that, I should have gotten it in my inventory. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing any. So to confirm this, I'm going to have to spend quite a bit of time making sure I find a bit of endium. I think what I'm going to end up doing is grabbing my extreme ender pick and put my golden bag of holding away for now. And we're going to manually do the vein miner thing until we find a single piece of endium, and then use that to confirm that I do indeed pick up the endium out of the loot ball, even if I don't grab any of the other bits. So once I find myself a bit of endium ore, actually, there's some right now. Okay. So we're going to build ourselves a little platform here, so that I know it doesn't fall to the void. And we're going to catalytic lens that endium. Bam. Well, hello. That's a lot of chests. They're not empty either. Wow. So yes, indeed. I do indeed pick up the endium. Whoops. That's a good way to lose everything. Anyway, so this is going to let me chew through this entire island, at rapid pace. And hopefully get any of the endium that exists within it. So, I'm going to spend some time working on this place, getting it torn down, and once I've run through quite a lot of the territory, I shall be back, and we'll see about that whole endium ore issue. See you soon. Alrighty folks, approximately 2 million EMC later, as you can see, there basically isn't an island anymore. And, yeah. Despite that, I do like being able to just make something disappear like that. That's fun. From way over here. I am still at 12 endium ore. Which means, if I average things out, I need to find 5 more of these. Actually, no, I was at 5 before I started, so I gained about 7. And I need about 52 more. Well, I need exactly 52 more. So, that's, 8 more islands? Yeah, sorry to say it, folks, but that is not a level of effort that I'm willing to put in. Wow. What did I get hit with? Something from that Enderman, I guess. Yeah, that's just not gonna happen, honestly. That is far too much time investment. It's the hunting down the islands part that takes too long for me. As such, we are going to be skipping past the rest of this quest, using what we have as a good enough. Ooh, look, that got me up to 13. Yeah. Alright, so, how are we going to do so? Well, we're going to go back to spawn. And, hopefully I don't need anything else from that biome, because I just destroyed it. We're going to grab our our questbook OP edition. And, we're just going to go to Journey to the End. And shift left click to complete quest. Then we'll put this away and complete it, hand it in our regular quest book. Claiming an epic reward bag, the contents of which are a strength 2 potion. We get 15 minutes of extra damage. No thank you. Next on the list we have stones blah blah. Oh. Okay, yeah, you want me to collect infested endstone, cinder, burned endstone, sphalerite, and enchanted endstone. So, I can confirm the enchanted endstone was simple enough, and the sphalerite is basically the same. Let me go back to that enchanted biome and show it to you. So the sphalerite spawns between islands in these little meteors, and it's not hard to find, it's simply time consuming. There's absolutely no threat involved. You just have to travel far enough to find enough of the meteors. There is no EMC value, there is no recipe for them, there's just this stuff here. Rock of medium toughness found in meteoroids. stone pickaxe or better required to mine. And it can occasionally contain this stardust stuff. And when you mine that, you get both sphalerite and stardust. Or you can vein mine. Oh, whoop, no, darn it. Anyway, that part will go fairly quickly. Unfortunately, I don't have any more. Well, at least I might not have. There's just a bare possibility that there is enough of the, what is it? Enchanted endstone left over here to hit 128. Let's find out. Because I can gather that with the catalytic lens. And as long as I keep 2 separate stacks in my inventory, there we go. I know that I won't get overfull of other things. Actually, 2 of that and 2 of the sphalerite, just in case. So, quick as this. This is the real way to really quickly take care of these mining quests if you're looking for the most OP answer. Oh, there we go. We're already over cap on enchanted endstone. So the only thing left to do is to fly around a bunch and keep an eye out for the sphalerite clumps, which are unfortunately rather difficult to see at range because you have to get close enough to tell, oh, was that endstone or was it more of the good stuff? And they're not all that common. So, I don't think I sent any of it home, but I just might have. However, I really don't think I did. Oh, that looks like a meteorite. And it is. Fantastic. We're going to make sure we collect it this time by using the catalytic lens as opposed to any other option. Do. Also great for collecting clouds? No. Terrible for... nope, it can collect clouds. You just need to use the right function. Fantastic. Alright, 20 more. Oh, nope, there's 64 here. Fantastic. That's it. We're done. All set. Claim reward. And go home. Never to return to the end in this playthrough. Thankfully. And we have an epic reward bag. With a magic potion. Another unique reward. Interesting that we're no longer getting legendary reward bags. I would expect that this deep into the questline, I would primarily get legendary reward bags, but that does not seem to be true. Alright. Shift V to depower this thing and get it off the hotbar while we are figuring other things out. Here we go. The portal to insanity. This will take us to the ruinscape wildecraft dimension. Let's take a look at our quest book. Yep, it unlocked It's Wild out here. First on the list, dense cobble. You want me to dig out into the clean air and head north, creator. There you will find a vast land of wonders and excitement. Just joking. Once you're up and out of this hole and head north, you will find nothing but your end. Your grave awaits. Interesting. So, you want me to hand in 576 dense cobblestone. Alright, well, let's go find out what that... Huh. This is a neat place that we have warped into. I assume that the portal is up there in that vine and cobweb-covered tower somewhere. Cool. Let's head on in. Oh, I hear spiders. Yay! Books. And cave spider spawners. Oh good, cave spiders. My least favorite kind of spider. Ooh look, chest. What kind of treasure awaits us this deep into the game? Plant growth accelerators, wine, apple jam, a spider lollipop. Well, that's gross. And a crescent hammer? Yeah, no thanks. None of that stuff's even worth bothering putting through the, storage system. Oh, here's some stairs. And a zombie. Lots of cobweb. I think that it is time to grab out my mattock. 500 damage sword for the win. There we are. And 64 blocks of diamond. I guess that's worth putting into the EMC system if nothing else. Store some books. Store some string. Oh, you know what? How about shift control, not shift control click? I really have no need of all those books and string. You guys are not scary in the least. Just kind of somewhat annoying. And there's more up here, of course. Oi. Where'd my sword go? Grr. It's probably the most annoying thing that can happen is that disarming guy. Man, all of these spider spawners. Like... it's neat and all, but it's annoying at the same time. I would rather not fight my way through a ton of spiders, thank you very much. You know what, we'll keep the chain stuff. Maybe, just maybe, there'll be a call for a ton of steel. Huh. So I seem to have followed this all the way to the top. And not found a portal. Okay. Welp. Only one thing to be done. Head outside and see that I'm actually at the top. I was mostly at the top. Yep, nothing in here. A lot of spider spawners up here though, so we're gonna get rid of those. There we go. Alright. Wow. Right. Nighttime's the right time, huh? It is dark out, but I can't tell because night vision potion. I'm still not seeing any sort of portal, though. What's up with that? Alright, well, we can start dismantling things. Huh. Is this another thing that's just not quite added into the game yet? There, in fact, is no portal? Come on. Step up is killing me there. I missed a spider spawner in here. There it is. Oh, nope, that's the way back down. That's where I came from. Okay. Keep getting stuck in these cobwebs. Cobwebs being just the worst. Alright, I am not seeing any sort of portal in the tower. Maybe it's outside somewhere. Maybe we should wait for daylight. What do you guys think? 11:08? Yeah. Let's go make it day. That'll make things a lot easier. Oh, it's also a blood moon. Alright, we're gonna wait for morning. I'll be back. Alrighty, we're back. It is daytime, and I've done some exploring. And by exploring, I mean dismantling the island with vein miner. And I discovered that this entire tower is actually a decoy. And if you want to get to the dimension in question, vein miner plus string, cobwebs are OP. You're gonna need to go down here. Yep. And then it's right through here. Maybe? Oh, there we go. Fantastic. Now, Wildecraft is the RuneScape dimension. RuneScape, sorry. It brings RuneScape, forget it. I'm not going to pronounce it to the satisfaction of everybody. It brings RuneScape content into Minecraft, adding a new dimension, mobs, armor, weapons, trees, the lot. Okay, there we go. And, Ooh. We're having our standard I have spawned into a new dimension lag. You may notice that this looks a lot like an overworld, and in fact has a little bit of everything. Well, we're going to be exploring that more once I relog. Be right back. And we're back. As previously mentioned, this is the RuneScape mod. It adds a bunch of stuff from the RuneScape game. And... ooh, that's neat. Flying around here. Is that going to lead me to the surface? No, not quite. It looks a lot like the overworld at first, as you can see, but the deeper we go, the more dangerous the creatures that we will be finding. So, let us, first thing first, get out of this hole that we're in. Oh, not the Philosopher's Stone, I wanted the catalytic lens. We'll dig just a little bit of it. You know what? No. There we go. Hey, look at that, we were underneath an ocean. That is distinctly different from what the questline said. There we go. And there we are. Now I believe the questline directed me to dig my way north. So we will head north until we find land. As if I go down to... it's wild out here. Yes. Dig up and out into the clean air, well, clean water anyway, and head north of the crater. Well, it's not a crater so much as a giant lake. Or gargantuan ocean, apparently. Interesting. Well, there's a lot of squids if I ever want to kill a ton of squids. As you can see, I am in a fairly standard ocean biome at the moment. This is a little bit odd, that's for absolutely certain. Dimension 10. Interesting. Well, let's see if we can find us some land, huh? That'd be for the best. So far, no land, no... uh-oh. Alright, this spatial dash gem seems like it's just a technical issue waiting to happen. Half the time I use it, I crash. Therefore, it's going away for now. Finding a lot of oil, but not a lot of much of anything else. So, that's a bit of a problem, huh? In any case, likely has something to do with just a bit of a mistake in the quest book. As such, I think what we're gonna do, as I'm glancing down and seeing it's almost midnight, and I need to get this rendered and uploaded before I go to bed. We're gonna call it here, folks. Sorry to say. Next episode, I'll be taking care of the rest of things, as well as including a small segment on how exactly to get that dense cobblestone, as there's supposed to be a crafting recipe for it enabled, and there is not. So that leaves us in a bit of a spot, doesn't it? Alright folks, hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please leave a thumbs up, tell me what you liked. If you have not, click that thumbs down button and tell me what I can do better. I'll see you next time.